Balto, a retelling of an Alaskan folk tale, written by Conrad T. Mahoney, illustrated by Christine Chang. Balto returned after a day of delivering cargo across Alaska. When the sled driver unhitched him, a hungry and tired Balto went to the kennel to get something to eat. "How was pulling cargo all day?" laughed the other dogs. They weren't used for cargo. They were fast and had more important jobs. Balto hung his head. The faster dogs always made fun of him. "Don't listen to them," Togo said. Togo was the best, fastest sled dog of all time. "They might be quick, but they have a lot to learn about leading a team." Halfway through dinner, the door to the kennel flew open and a man in furs stepped inside. "Time to go, Togo," he called. "I need the fastest team possible." Togo chose his team. Balto watched as Togo led his team into the cold night. Days passed before the sled returned. All the other dogs came out as Togo led his team toward the kennel. Their fur was covered in ice, and they looked exhausted. "Where have you been?" Balto asked. "We went to fetch medicine for an epidemic in Nome," Togo said. "Children are sick, and they need our help." Balto saw that the sled driver was carrying a box marked serum. "My team and I are too tired to go on," Togo said. "Someone else will have to lead a new team." All the faster dogs volunteered, but Togo looked right at Balto. "Balto, it's your turn," he said. "But I'm a cargo dog," Balto said. "I'm too slow." "Being fast doesn't make a good leader," Togo said. "A good leader needs to keep calm and think fast. But above all else, they must take care of their team. Remember that." To the disbelief of the other dogs, Balto was hitched to the sled as the leader. A new team lined up behind him. Balto turned into the snowstorm and set out toward the people of Nome. The snowstorm turned into a blizzard as Balto's team headed east. Balto could barely see what was right in front of his eyes. "Faster!" the driver called. "Faster!" But soon it was clear that the driver had led them far off the trail. They were heading right into the icy Topcock River. A huge gust of wind picked up the whole sled, dogs and all, and tossed them into the snow. "Oh no!" Balto heard the sled driver call. "The medicine is missing!" The driver tore through the snow. Finally, he found the box. "We're lost! Sick people are depending on us!" shouted the driver. "Balto, you have to lead us back to the trail." The dogs started whimpering. Their paws were freezing and frost was growing on their muzzles. They were cold and scared. Balto remembered what Togo had said about good leaders. They must take care of their team. "Keep calm," Balto called to the dogs on his team. "We're going to be all right." Balto started searching for the trail. He knew it couldn't be up ahead because that would lead them straight into the icy river. So Balto put his nose in the air. Ignoring the icy snow, he pulled in a long breath. He smelled the other dogs. He smelled the driver. And then he smelled the trail. "This way!" he called. "The trail is this way! Follow me!" The team of dogs raced behind their leader, Balto, as he took them back toward the trail. "Good boy, Balto!" the driver called. Just as the sun was rising, Balto and his team pulled into Nome, Alaska. Doctors rushed to grab the medicine. Families came out of their homes and cheered. The sick people of Nome were going to be okay. Togo and the other dogs arrived soon after. The dogs rallied around Balto. "I knew you could do it," Togo said. "We thought you were too slow, but you might be the best lead dog ever," they said. "How did you do it?" Balto looked at Togo. "I took the advice of a good friend," Balto said. Balto became a hero to the dogs and people of Alaska. To this day, he is remembered as one of the best sled dogs of all time. Think about it. What is the setting of the story? What problems must Balto overcome in the story? Based on the story, what is an epidemic?